welcome to my channel. I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Thank you for joining me today and coming along to see what I have to show you. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you. There has been quite a few for this year so far. So thank you very much for finding my channel, coming along and watching what I have to show. I hope you stick around. Don't forget, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell, and then you'll know when I put my next video up. And I'd like to welcome back all my existing subscribers and viewers. Thank you for coming back every fortnight. I really do appreciate you coming back and seeing what I have to show you. Thank you very much. Today is Wednesday the 18th and this is floss tube number 32. Now this is a channel just about cross stitch. Sometimes I'll put in my project bags that I make and a bit of knitting and sometimes a bit of sewing maybe. Just depends on what we've got today, but today is just all cross stitch. Now I've moved the camera down a bit because there's been a few people saying that the light above my head, which yep, it's not in there at the moment, gets in your eyes. So we'll see how we go today. Not sure about this audio. The audio seems to be a bit weird today, so we'll see how we go. But over the last 2 weeks, I think I've had a pretty good stitchy week. I've stitched on 8 projects, the 8 projects that I spun on the decision wheel. So the whole 8 I stitched on. Hang on a minute, Tiger's here waiting. Come on then. Oh. There you go, say hello. He's sitting there waiting to say hello, so I thought I'd better bring him up before he jumps up. Okay. Yes, I worked on the 8 projects and I got a fair bit done on them. I think it's because I didn't do the 10, 11 projects this fortnight, so I got more done on that 8. So quite pleased with my progress. An overall total, I got 11,349 stitches done. So I don't think that's a bad effort. So I might just get straight into them. Now the first one is Ice Fairy. This one is a Design Works pattern and it's done on 16 count watermelon by Crafty Lady. Oh, try and get the glare off. Oh, there we go. And this one is done on a pink, a watermelon. Looks pink. Now we'll put before pictures up so you can see where I was. But I've got a fair bit done on this one. This one I stitched on for 2 days. Oh, this side. So I got a fair bit done. There we go, that's better. By memory, I think I just had this purple bit down here. So I've done, because this is the middle of her dress, I've done the ribbon in the middle. I've come all the way out here and I back stitched there just to see what it'd look like with the back stitch. And I don't think it done too bad. So now I'm just heading up to work on her bodice. And then I'm thinking about back stitching as I go, because there's a fair bit of back stitching in this one. So I back stitched that piece to about there, and then when I finish the bodice I'll back stitch the bodice and the rest of the ribbon, because all the stitching will be done there then. But I didn't count the stitch. I counted a few stitches on this depending on the challenge I had to do, but I didn't get an overall count of it. And this one got 2 days. What are you trying to do? As normal, trying to see what he can chew. See if there's any loose cotton anywhere. Now we'll put these away as I go, because Tiger will try and chew them, as we know. Now this one is in a cat bag that I made myself. This is oh, there's a glare right in the centre. This is material that I found in Mum's stash. I think that's from the light coming down. Okay, this one is Warmth of Home by Shimeral. It's a Heaven and Earth design. Now I got, you'll be shocked how much I got done. This one I worked on for 4 days. Now I've reached the bottom of the chart and I'm just heading over. So whatever fits in the Q-snap will be the way I go this time. He's just sitting down here, seeing what mischief he can get into. Now there we are on this one. Now this one I've put in 4,200 stitches. So I've done all this up here and filled in some spots. But like I said, I'm just going to follow whatever fits on the Q-snap. So with this, I might just keep going across with the blue, or I might come across and come over now. I'm not sure, depending on where the next symbol takes me. Because the next gap, which is back here, whatever that is, that's where that takes me. Because there's, I think I would have started from about here. But 4,200 stitches. So whatever symbol that is, that's what colour I'll do, and I just seem to follow whatever colour I choose, so wherever it takes me. But it really looks good on the camera. I think this is one I should do a stitch with me, but it's not on for this fortnight. This one won't be worked on for another 2 weeks now, because I'm on the rotating roster to try and touch all my projects and get as much project progress in them as I can for this year. What are you chewing? Okay, the next one is another cat bag from Mum's stash. She sort of had them in a bag, but not made up completely. So I just finished them. This one is a bit snug. It's not as wide as the other one, but because it was Mum's material, I just wanted to make it into a bag, so I've still got part of Mum with my stitching. Yeah, because if you're new here, she passed away in 2020. So I still like to have the bit of her stitching with me. This one is I Love You by Randall Spangler. Another heaven and earth design. Now I started in the middle, so I'm doing around his mouth. And this one hasn't been a bad stitch either. There was another version where you could get where it's just got the dragon in the middle and no background. I've got that version as well, but unless you can find some fabric that's got something decent on the background, it looked a bit odd. I mean, you couldn't just put it on a plain one, I don't think. Warmth of Home, sorry, was which is on 55.23%, and that one's going to be a finish this year. Okay, I Love You is on 1.11%. That's the right way up, and I got 1,530 stitches done on this one. So I got the top bit of his mouth and the 2 nostrils done. Filled in all in here. I think I only had this bit and a bit going up here, so I sort of just picked a colour like I've been doing and just taking it wherever it takes me. Yeah, with this one I won't travel too far, so I'll sort of just work around the circle around him until he works out. But yeah, it looks good on camera. This one's done on 18 count Aida, and this was a new start last year. And it's only on 1.11%, so there's no chance of this one, I don't think, getting finished. But it's only a mini, so if I work on a mini monogamously, I can finish one under 6 months. But obviously I'm not working monogamously. But with the challenge groups that I'm in, some of the challenges I've got 1,300 stitches just to do for one challenge. So when I get the really big challenges like that, I'm doing them on the big ones. And when I get the small challenges, I do them on the Fancy Ladies or whatever's been spun. But the big challenges go on the full coverage and the small challenges go on the non-full coverage. So far that's been working for me. So I'll just keep going at that, I think. Don't know what Tiger's going to be up to today. He's just sitting there looking at me, but You never know with Tiger. For the ones that have been around for a while, you know what Tiger's like. He's likely to jump up and knock the camera like he did for the stitch with me. Oh, that was funny. Okay, this one is Map of Australia by Artecy. Now I did start this side. I've worked my way over. I'm just under the crocodile. I'm doing the edge of the map at the moment, so I'm heading down to this corner, and then I'm just going to work my way up, and then I'm going to do Tasmania right at the end. This one I'm hoping for a finish this year. This one is on 42.99%. Now I worked on it for 2 days and I got 1,200 stitches. I worked all the flowers and majority of under the dark blue. That's the end of the map there, and then I just got to go down here and it finishes about here, I think. We'll see how we go, but that's the way that one's looking. Not too bad. The frog's swimming away there. Got a few ninja stitches up here, but they're hard to see on this colour. Yes, Tiger? Tapping me on the back. Yeah, so that one's 42.99, so we're hoping for finish. I've put it in my app, Stitch Pal, and it says I can get it done. I just got to do so many stitches a day, so I just calculate that for the week, and according to that I can do it. Same with Warmth of Home. I can get that one finished by mid-year whip parade, if all goes well. Excuse me for a minute, it's got something in my eye. Oh, I think we're all good now. Don't know what that was. Another bag that I made myself. Now I do sell the bags. If you're new and you don't know, I do sell cross stitch bags. There's another smaller one. These ones are $30. The bigger ones are $40. Right, let's see what this one is. I think it's Stitching Beauty, but let's find a cover photo for you. I thought I had it situated so you can see it, but obviously not. There it is, right to the back. Alright, this is Stitching Beauty by Teresa Gil. I have 2 of these, but only one's getting done this year, and then I might start the next one next year. I think the other one's on a frame, that she's sewing on a frame. Just loving this one. I'll just put things away as I go, because otherwise, as you know, Tiger. This one I worked on for 2 days. I didn't count all the stitches though. But this is where we are on this one. Now where you would have seen it last was just this little piece here. That's all I had done. So I've got all the I'm going to outline all the dress in this one colour. So I might be doing this one colour by colour, the way it's going, because I just wanted to see what the dress would look like outlined. So all the dark green is what I'm doing. So I might even do this one colour by colour and see what that's like. So this is the only bit I did to start with. All this is all new. And this is done on 18 count. It's Colour Cascades Ice Baby. But that's looking alright on that colour. Pretty true to colour. Yeah. So working on the roster the way I've done them, picking 8 and only working on those 8. Unless Toy Shop's not spun, then I might work on 9, so I get Toy Shop worked on every week. But working on them that way, I seem to be getting more progress done on each chart. And with doing the challenges that I'm in, because I'm getting more done on the Heaven and Earth ones. So I'm loving the way it's coming at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, my next one is Red by Mirabella. Now I did count this one. I've done 800 stitches and I only worked on it one day. So this is what she's going to look like. She'll go well with Roses of Sharon, because Roses of Sharon is red. Still haven't got on the wall yet. Hubby's just been pretty busy with work. So let's see where we are with this one. This is where we are with this one. Now I had a lot of this done. This is all new on this side. Yes. Yeah, this is all new on this side. And I think up there, I'm not sure if I had that bit done, but you'll see on the before picture. But those colours are coming along okay. This is the fleck material that you've all picked. And I'm pretty sure it's an 18 count. They're all done on 8er. Next year, because I can't start anything new this year, I've got these 23 projects for 23 and that's it. I'm not working on anything else. So next year will be a different year, because I'll start a few new ones, because I'll have at least 2 finishes in the full coverage, and maybe Stargazer. That might be a finish as well, because that's not going too bad. That hasn't got a lot to go. Okay, we've only got 2 left. This one is Toy Shop. Yeah, I know. I said I'd have these laminated, but no, didn't get to them. Too busy doing stitching. So this one is Toy Shop by Aimee Stewart. Now I enabled Casgirl Jeep Girl stitches. She's just started this, so she's just started up here on the aeroplane and she's working across. She's going to love it when she gets into some colour. The first bit near the aeroplane is a bit boring because it's only like browns, and then you'll get to the banner that's hanging up. But once you get into some colour, it's a good stitch. Okay, now this one I got 805 stitches. I was going to do the big challenge on it yesterday, but I ended up stitching on what did I stitch on yesterday? Oh, Ice Fairy. So this one got 805 stitches and it's on 34.15%. So here we are on this one. We're going down the side. By memory, I don't think I had this block done when you've seen it last. Not 100% sure, but you'll be able to tell by the picture anyway. If I did, I didn't have it finished. But that block's all finished. This block's on its way to get done. This is a cash register that goes here. So next time you see this, I'm hoping to have this part done at least. We'll see how we go, depending on the challenges. I've decided I'm not going to work across. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom now on this side. So I'll probably work till about here and then just keep going all the way down, because it's not that much to the bottom. And we'll see how we go that way. And then it'll be a decision whether I go along the bottom and straight up, or just go over for a couple of pages and then come back up. But the only thing that worries me is it going to meet up. But it should do. I think I've counted right. No, let's rephrase it. I have counted right. So that's Toy Shop. Now I'm trying to make sure I work on that at least every week, because I want to get that one to 50%. I worked out if I worked on that one monogamously, then I could finish it by the end of November. But that's working on nothing else. I think that was about 685 stitches per day to do it. Now I could do it, but that would be all I'd work on. So it wouldn't be a bad way to finish, but I want to get these other ones worked on as well. Okay, this one is Hubble Bubble by Lisa Parker, another Heaven and Earth. This is my last one, so it's only going to be a short video today. That's the only thing with doing not so many. Now I've made it all the way to the bottom. I've got a fair bit of this one done as well. I hadn't started on any of the back of, whoops, oh, it's all come unravelled. When you've seen it last, I think I was there, none of this was in at the top. The bit here was done. I've done a bit more black here and the back side of the cat. This one I got 2,414 stitches and I'm on 14.67%. And I worked on it for 2 days. So I got a fair bit. I like the amount that I'm getting on these full coverages, because they're really starting to come along now. See, when I pick this one up again, I should be able to fill in this part of the belly and just bring it up. It's going a lot faster. I think it's because before I was doing the wheel, I was just working on them maybe one day. So if I only got 1,000 in, I stopped at that 1,000. If I only got 800 in, I stopped at the 800. Whereas now, with these challenges I'm doing, most of the challenges are over 1,000 stitches. So I do that challenge on a full one. Then I might have a challenge that's only got 300 stitches. So I'd normally pick up a non-full coverage to do that one on. So I'm getting a lot more done on the full coverages. Oh, that's another bag that I made myself. Okay, so that was 11,349 stitches, and that was over the 2 weeks. So I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I don't have any other notes here. I was going to do some shout outs, but I didn't write them down. So I'll have to write them down for the next one, because I've watched a few new floss tubers and like to give them a shout out. So I'll have to do that next one. We'll see how we go. I did get a bit more material to make bags. Yeah, there's not much material to show you because I've already cut them out in bags. So this is a happy flowery one. It's such a happy bag, this one, it will be. So I've got them cut out, I've just got to make them. So if you're interested in any of these, just let me know down in the comments. This is a gnome one. Still got a fair bit of this one. I've cut out 4 bags, I think, of each. And this is another gnome one. So loving that material. I just come across it and thought, yep, they'll be right for bags. So we'll see how we go. I've got some Pokemon material coming this week because I have an order for Pokemon. So there'll be enough there to make another bag or two to put in for sale. What else? Oh, the Christmas advent calendars that I'm making for the end of the year. I've had a bit of interest on the group. Some people have paid the deposit already. So if you are interested, the large one is 120 plus postage, and the medium is 100 plus postage. All you need to do is let me know in the comments if you are interested with your postcode, so I can work out how much it'll cost you for the whole thing with postage. Now 25% deposit is needed to hold your bag, and then the rest be paid by October. Now you can pay the whole lot in one go and get it out the way if you want to, that is fine. But as long as you've paid the 25% deposit, your bag will be saved. Yeah, if you just say yes and don't pay a deposit, then unfortunately you'll miss out. So if you can let me know in the comments if you're interested with your postcode, and then I'll get back in contact with you and let you know how much it's all going to be, and then we can work out PayPal and things like that through Messenger. I do have, I think there's 6 people showed interest on the Facebook group, which is Fun with Cross Stitch. So I will be messaging them and getting their details and sorting that out with them. If you're not in the group, Fun with Cross Stitch, just pop along and request to join. You do have to answer 3 questions. So once you've answered the 3 questions, you will be let in. If you don't answer the questions, then I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. We have had a few spammers in there, so I had to get rid of those. So we had to put the questions up just for everybody's safety, and know that you can post in there without anyone being annoying. You know what I mean. You can message me through my email address, which is down below in the comment box or in the description box. I do have Instagram, which is Fun with Cross Stitch as well. My next floss tube will be on the 1st of February. There we go. So we might spin this wheel and see what we're going to be working on. Let me just get to the back of my book so I can write it in. Okay. Well, this is the non-full coverage. This one's easy for 2 of them anyway. So Florentine, that's one of them, which we know these 2, but this way we'll black out the wheel and then we'll set it again. And we'll spin again. What will it come up? Game of Swans. I put Game of Swans. Alright, reset the wheel. So we need to spin for another 2. Now if these 2 come up, I'll just respin them. Wild Menagerie. And lucky last, what will it be? Oh, I Love You Again by Randall Spangler. So it's just luck of the draw. Okay, my full coverage. Let's see. There's only 4 on here, so we know what they're going to be. Samuel and Alyssa. This is the children. The Old Christmas Shop, which I should get lots on. One of these good challenges. And lucky last. Oh no, that's only 2. 2 to go. Can't count. Dark Jungle. That was a new start on the 15th. And lucky last. An Elephant Puzzle. Okay, now Toy Shop, I'll reset that wheel, ready for next time. Toy Shop wasn't called, but I'm hoping to get Toy Shop in there as well. So I'll write Toy Shop down. And that way we can get that one in there too. So that's Florentine, which is a mirabella. Game of Swans, which I think is a long dog. Wild Menagerie is a book pattern. I Love You by Randall Spangler. which is Heaven and Earth. Toy Shop Heaven and Earth by Aimee Stewart. Samuel and Alyssa, which is one I've charted myself. Ye Old Christmas Shop by, it's a Heaven and Earth. Can't think of his name. Dark Jungle, another Heaven and Earth, and Elephant Puzzle by Pain Free Crafts, I think. So they'll be the ones I'll be working on this fortnight. So we'll see how we go with those ones. Now I did do some more knitting, but I won't grab that out because it's so long and you won't notice much difference. I only done another ball, so I've got to do another 4 balls, and then that section will be done, and I've got to do that another 2 times. So I will show you that next time, but there's no point showing you just the row because you're not going to notice any difference. So when I finish that side, I'll put it on lay it on the bed and take a photo, and I'll put the photo in there for you, and that way you can, oh excuse me, that way you can see what it's like. Okay, so that's it, I think, until Wednesday. Now I'll do a stitch with me next Wednesday, or I might even get one done beforehand. So out of those 8 charts, if there's one of those that you want me to do a stitch with me, just let me know. If I don't get any comments on which one, then I'll just choose one depending on what challenge is for that day, and then I'll just choose one. But yeah, so I think that's it for me. Tiger's flaked it on the floor, so he's not going to be any he's not going to be up here to say goodbye. I'll put all these tubs back, and I've got an empty tub now that I need to start stitching and fill up. Well, that's it for me, guys. I hope everyone has a very good stitchy week or fortnight till I see you again. Stay safe, stay warm or cool depending on where you are. Don't forget, leave comments down below if you're interested in the advent calendars, so I can get that organised and work out numbers, because next fortnight when I come back on will be February, so that's when I need to know numbers so I know what I'm doing. So if you could let me know that. Any questions, pop them down below. Any questions that you want me to talk about on my stitch with me, let me know down below. I do have a couple there already waiting for my next stitch with me, but if you have any more, just let me know. I have sent away those 3 giveaways that I did a couple of videos ago. I know 2 of them have got them. The other one's going to the UK. Hold tight, it is coming. I've looked on the app and it's landed in the UK, just hasn't got to you yet, so hopefully it shouldn't be too long. I've also sent bags to Canada. They've reached Canada now, and I think more went to the United States, so they've all landed where they're meant to be. It's just a matter of dispersing them. We're in the country now. Okay, well that's it for me. Until next fortnight, happy stitching everyone. Bye for now.